The Oasis Live 25 reunion shows in Toronto have come to a close. We were there and we were soaked for night one at Rogers Stadium. We're going to give our recap and breakdown right now. Hey, everybody, it's Nick here with you. Welcome back to the channel. I'm joined, of course, by Danielle Lee here with me. And we're here to do our little recap of the Oasis Live 25 show at Rogers Stadium. As you saw, we did a pretty fun little vlog with our buddy Ryan that we posted on the channel here.
Yeah, it was great. It was really great meeting up with Ryan. Shout out Ryan.
Ryan.
Love you, man. It was really great meeting up with Ryan. And just like the trek there wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
I thought this place was like literally in nowhere land, and it still is kind of far, but
Yeah.
like the TTC really made it easy
Mhm.
for us to come and go. So
Yeah, like once we were in Toronto, obviously Toronto traffic, as you saw in the vlog, is always a little bit of a challenge. But yeah, once we were kind of on the subway on our way up there, it was really easy. The venue's like right next to the
yeah.
Downsview Park subway station.
Yep.
Um, that was really cool. So when we got there, it was great because the hard part was over, and we got there. Actually, we thought we were going to be there, getting there kind of late. We got there around 3 o'clock, and we were actually there fairly early, all
Oh
things
yeah,
considered.
for sure.
We got there, the doors didn't open until I think around 4:30.
Yep.
So we
Pretty good
went,
time with that.
we were pretty good on time with that. We waited in line for a little bit. But then when we got in the venue, like I thought, Rogers Stadium is a brand new venue that was just built a couple of months ago. It's going to be there for a few years before that site on the Downsview Park Airport is turned into condos. So I had very, very low expectations about Rogers Stadium as a venue. But then once we got inside, I really liked it.
Yeah, like I think we were a little bit tainted in our expectations because we had heard so many hellish stories about how shitty the venue is and like people having all these bad
Yeah.
experiences
Like
and,
at the
this and
Coldplay
that.
concert and stuff.
Coldplay concert.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think we were expecting too much. We were like, all right, we're just going to this hole in the middle of nowhere.
Mhm.
But I've shown like our vlog to like some of my coworkers and they were actually surprised and said,
Mm.
"Hey, it's actually not a bad venue. It actually looks pretty nice."
Yeah, no, it was good.
Yeah, and it was like the stage was huge and I maybe they've fixed a lot of things and improved a lot of things since the Coldplay concert, but I really didn't think it was like that bad.
Yeah, and there was a lots of obviously overpriced food options. There was lots of food, lots of different kinds of food, lots of beverages. The fan plaza they had at Rogers Stadium outside of the actual like bowl area,
Mhm.
the concert area had a very like big like festival feel to it.
Mhm.
I felt like really relaxed. We hung out on the grass for a little bit. We had a drink, had something to eat. Like I really felt like really relaxed. Like once we were there and knew we were going to be seeing the band, like I just kind of I really just eased off and felt really good.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. I think that we did the right thing and got there early-ish. Um, uh, I think it might have been a bit more of a challenge for us to get in and kind of navigate our way in there had we shown up any later than we did.
Yeah.
So we definitely made the right choice on the timing.
Yeah.
And yeah, the food was good. I think there was like, what did we eat? Chicken fingers and fries,
Yeah.
an empanada, a
Jamaican patty.
Jamaican patty that
Yeah.
was spicy as fuck.
Yeah.
It was really good though.
Yeah.
And yeah, very expensive, but when in Rome,
Yeah. When in Downsview Park, I
when in
guess.
Downsview Park seeing
Yeah,
Oasis,
just
yeah.
don't check any of your bank records after that because yeah, that's always going to be a disaster. But then yeah, like because we got there early when they opened up the area to actually go to the floor, we were in general admission. We got a lot closer than we expected. We were talking to Ryan, we're like we were expecting to be like watching the band from way behind, from way further, watching them on the screens.
Yeah.
But we got actually shockingly close because we were there early enough to kind of claim our spot.
Yeah. I'm surprised at how far or sorry, at how close we got. In proximity from the stage, I would say maybe we were like just maybe under a kilometer away.
Yeah, no, probably, yeah, probably even less than
Closer?
that. Yeah, probably closer than that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
no, for sure. Like that's probably the closest I've seen. Like I saw them front row many years ago. This is probably the closest I've seen them in a
Really?
long time. Yeah,
Cool.
and it was great. Like, excuse me, but like the stage was amazing. Like when we got there, I loved seeing the huge Oasis logo on top of the stage. That just created so much excitement
It was
for me.
it was like it was kind of majestic in a
Mhm.
way to like go in there and see how high that Oasis logo was
Yeah.
up and just like all the structure around
Mhm.
it, and it was just like it was really It was
Yeah.
epic.
It felt like an event. You
Mhm.
know, like I said in the vlog, you
Yeah.
to see so many Oasis fans in the same spot, wearing their shirts, loving the band. Again, something that maybe in the UK they get a little bit more than we get here. But to see all that was just amazing. I felt like I was at some of sort of Oasis, like Oasis theme park. That's kind of how
Yeah,
I
that's a good
felt.
way of putting
Yeah,
it.
with all the
Yeah.
merch tents and all the fan experience stuff that they had around and all the signage and just all the things that they had there to represent the band made me feel like I was at the Disney, like the Oasis version of Disney World.
Oasis World.
Oasis World. That's how
Yeah.
it felt to me, and it was such a cool thing. We did another video talking about the pop-up shop and just the whole experience of being ensconced in Oasis for a couple of events.
Ensconce.
Ensconced, you like that word? It's good
Love it.
vocabulary.
Oh yeah.
We were just covered in Oasis for a couple of days, and that was just an amazing feeling. Cage the Elephant was the opener for the Live 25 tour. They're going to be opening up the rest of the dates as well. A band that has a lot of big radio hits, but in spite of me liking some of their songs and even thinking they were great live, still not a huge fan of Cage the Elephant. I think there could have been some better bands to open up for them.
Yep.
Richard Ashcroft opened up for Oasis in the UK. I think that would have been really cool. Cage the Elephant, they're a popular radio friendly alt rock band, but their opening set really didn't do much to move the needle for me.
Come at me in the comments, but yeah, you know what? I'm of the same opinion. I don't know if it was because of the anxiousness of waiting to see Oasis, but um I was just like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
like I appreciate what they're doing. And on the other hand, you really got to give it to them because they know that like people aren't there to see them
Yeah.
in general. And like, if I was in the opening act and I was just like there trying to do my best before like knowing that everybody like wasn't there to see
Yeah.
me for the most part, they did their thing. But again, it just
Yeah.
it just didn't strike a
Yeah.
chord of interest too much. Like they played that one hit, I sang along with a bit.
Ain't no rest for the
Yeah,
wicked.
ain't no rent on the
Hey, watch
wicked.
the YouTube copyright here.
Uh, right.
Yeah, we don't want to get a copyright strike.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just the sound like they did a good job.
Mhm.
Just like fundamentally, it just wasn't memorable.
Yeah, it wasn't quite there for me. So, to see somebody like Richard Ashcroft would be cool because
Oh
he
yeah.
sang so many Verve songs. So you get
Fucking
songs like
verve.
Bittersweet Symphony and Lucky Man and The Drugs
Yeah.
Don't Work. Like you have these big other, Oasis obviously has all these huge anthems, but the Verve
Yeah.
had huge anthems as well. So
Lucky Man
those
was
those two things go together. What?
Lucky Man was the first song I learned on guitar.
Yeah, well, that's a great song to learn on guitar. So there you go. So yeah, it could have been a better opener, but then let's talk about the big boys. Let's talk about Oasis. And when they came on stage to fucking in the bushes, it was absolutely incredible. And it was a life-changing experience, to sum it up. To see them live again. This was my seventh time seeing them. This was Danielle's first time seeing Oasis.
Yep.
But it was right from the get-go. The crowd went wild.
Yeah.
Everybody was just jumping up and down. Everybody was freaking out. And just the reaction to see the band walk on stage, the reaction that they got from the crowd, I thought was incredible.
Yes. So it's one thing to be standing around and waiting for them to hit the stage and you're just staring at this blank stage and like when are they going to appear? And
Mm.
I'm standing here, my feet are killing.
Yeah.
It's really hot. People are starting to push and get really close and
Mhm.
it's getting really sardini. I was about to punch a couple people out.
Yeah.
But it's I think for me was when that little like gas ticker came
Yeah.
on and like it was like the visuals and like the visuals were stunning.
Yeah.
Like they were I felt like I was like watching that more than
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
actual performance. And like once that like gas ticker started coming on
Yeah.
and then like
This is not a drill.
this is not a drill
Yeah.
and it was just I was like at that moment I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
it's happening.
I know. It was crazy.
It
Like
was crazy. I may have cried for 2 seconds because I was like, oh my
me
god,
too.
and then I was like, holy shit.
Yeah,
So
exactly. And the band sounded great. Like to me, Liam Gallagher sounded amazing. Like I know he doesn't have the same
oh,
voice that he had 30 years ago. He
so
sounded incredible though.
who
He was bantering with the audience. He was
yeah,
funny. He got the audience to do the Poznan, which is a famous football kind of thing that they do over in the UK. That was interesting. We'd never done that before. So I think Canada kind of showed up in that way. I know a lot of people say uh, fans in Canada and North America don't appreciate or love Oasis as much as they do in the UK and other parts around the world. But I thought we Canadians, we showed them the love, and I think they looked like they were having a good time too.
Yeah, and to compare like the North American reaction to the UK reaction, I don't think is very fair.
Mhm.
It's not like a like
Not
two
the app, yeah,
experiences. Yeah, like
apples to apples is not the same.
it's not that. Like the demeanor when you're in a country with different people, the demeanor is going to be different, but it doesn't take away from the fact that we're just as
Yeah,
excited and grateful and everything. We're just you know, maybe it was a little bit more demure, not as crazy as in the UK because we were all stunned that we were
yeah,
there. Like
yeah.
I know there was a few times where I was like,
Mhm. Well, we've been waiting so long for this concert to happen. We bought tickets last October, and this thing has been
last
such a long time
year.
coming. It's hard to believe that it's in the rear view now.
Totally.
So
Yeah.
that, yeah, and it was obviously if you saw some footage online of us at the vlog or wherever else, it started to rain a little bit, just a little
Ooh,
bit, a lot towards
yeah.
the end of the show. But then it created, a lot of people would testify to this that it created this incredible atmosphere.
Oh, for sure. It was it made it so epic, just like kind of being at this what you might think is a once in a lifetime experience. Who knows if they're coming back? If they are,
Yeah.
that's great.
Mhm.
But just like the meaning that some of these songs have for the fans and then having the rain pour down and like you can't go anywhere. You're
Yeah.
just like accepting that you're
Yeah.
getting soaked.
Yeah.
And just like, really taking in like the songs.
Yeah.
Like, for example, it was a torrential downpour when Wonderwall came on,
Yeah.
and I was just like, I couldn't care less if
I couldn't care
that's
either. Yeah.
like if like a huge ass wave like hit me
Yeah.
right
Yeah,
now,
I know.
and it was pretty wet, but I was like my eyes are burning so bad,
Yeah.
but I was like, hell, whatever,
Yeah.
this is crazy. And then again, I have to talk about the visuals.
Mhm.
The visuals were stunning.
Yeah.
Like
The
just
screen setup and everything.
yeah, and just the way that they integrated live performance with like the
Yeah,
visuals.
that was very cool.
Yeah, you can see some of that in the video or in our vlog.
Mhm.
Just like the background, right?
Yeah.
Like it was just so well done, and I was pretty much speechless.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Totally speechless. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a couple of your viewers
Yeah,
came up to
we
you.
met a viewer in the audience. That was really cool. Met a
Yeah.
viewer at the pop-up show. So thank you guys. If that was you, hop in the comments below. It was great to to meet people.
Yeah.
That's the cool thing is that we have a community of fans that we've kind of built here on the channel, and that's
Yeah.
kind of what we've been going for the whole time.
And I believe, in addition to that, someone in the comments on the vlog said that we were behind him the whole
Yeah, yeah,
time. And I'm thinking, like, who
yeah,
was this?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
There were two girls in front of us for a bit, but then we moved back.
Yeah,
So I'm not really sure if that was you. Like, please comment because
yeah.
I'd really like to know like who I was standing behind,
Mhm.
and the fact that you had recognized us is well recognized him, and I'm just here for company is really cool, and like really appreciate you coming up and
Mhm.
um you
Say
know
hello.
yeah, and
Yeah.
making us feel famous.
Yeah, I know. I was like, well, but no, that's awesome. That's really cool, and that was really cool. But yeah, so then the set list for the show was really crowd pleasing. Everybody was really liking it. Not everybody knew every song. It's not quite the same as over in the UK. There's certain songs in the set list like Fade Away or whatever
Hmm.
or Bring It On Down, Talk Tonight, even though that's one of your favorite songs.
Hmm.
Talk Tonight, Half the World Away. I think people knew that one a little bit better, but there were certain songs that people didn't know quite as well as others. But in terms of it being a really fan pleasing set list, I think they did a great job. They haven't changed it at all throughout the course of this tour. But like when it comes to playing the hits, they played the hits and everybody really, really was into it. Look at that encore. We were talking about the encore yesterday, the master plan, Don't Look Back in Anger, Wonderwall, and Champagne Supernova. Like that is a blockbuster encore. Not
Yeah.
a lot of bands can go on and have an encore of that caliber.
Oh, totally. And like, I wonder what, the rationale was for not including some of the encore songs
Mhm.
in the actual set list.
Mhm.
Because they did some deep cuts
Yeah.
during like the actual set list, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe they just wanted to like, really leave off on a memorable experience, like
Yeah.
particularly the songs that like a lot of people would know.
Yeah. Well, ending off with if you're we are more hardcore Oasis fans, but if you're a casual Oasis fan and you walk out of the gig without hearing Wonderwall or Don't Look Back in Anger or Champagne, though, particularly those three songs, Wonderwall, Don't Look Back in Anger, and Champagne Supernova, um, then you're gonna feel disappointed. But Oasis, Noel Gallagher, I think, who's the guy who makes the set lists for the band, he knows exactly what people want to hear. And so even when you that just those four songs, but then that trifecta of Don't Look Back in Anger, Wonderwall, and Champagne
Just
Supernova,
back to
and
back.
then the sunset when we walked when they walked off stage and then they had the sun going down over the water, like that was very emotional. I couldn't believe it. It really was. I've seen the band multiple times, but I think this was probably one of the best times I've ever seen them, and it's probably one of the best shows I've ever seen. I really do feel like that.
Yeah, this I've only seen them once. This is probably my first and last time.
Mhm.
So again, I'd like to thank the Academy
Yeah.
for allowing me to tag
No,
along with
no,
you.
no, but like it's a shared experience, right?
Mhm. And a lot of people in the comments on the vlog were like, uh this concert changed my life, seeing them
Mhm.
change my life. And you know what? I'm right with you guys.
Mhm.
Like, even though this was my first time and likely my last time, as I said, I feel like my life was changed
Mhm.
because Oasis has, and we were talking about this earlier, Oasis has transcended time.
Mhm.
They're one of those bands where like 10, 12, 15, 20, 30 years ago,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter like when you listen to them and listening to them now, like it's still the same
Yeah.
experience of like amazement and awe
Yeah.
and just yeah.
Yeah, no, it's music that transcends time. It's music that transcends age. There was all sorts of people there from all sorts of different age groups, all
Yeah,
sorts of different
totally.
backgrounds.
Young
And
people, older
you
people.
you know, and the sense of community that I think I felt, like, just being surrounded by people who love a band as much as you do is just incredible. And I felt that, I just felt, and the crowd was great too. Like nobody was being, everybody was being very well behaved. Everybody was just having fun. You could tell that everybody was just there to have a great time. And we did. And nobody cared when it started pouring rain. We were singing Live Forever. Did you ever feel the pain in the morning rain as it soaks you to the bone? It was a perfect line for what was going on. And I didn't care that I was soaking wet. Of course, I got sick as a dog for the last 3 days because we
Yeah,
got soaked at the show. But I would say it was totally worth it.
yeah, for sure. You also didn't sleep when we got back to the hotel.
Yes. Yeah.
I
I was
literally
hyped. I felt a lot of adrenaline.
Oh, so
Yeah.
so did I, but man, I'm telling you, like going from that sauna heat to the rain cold,
Mhm.
I was not feeling good after.
Yeah.
So I just had two Tylenols, and then I don't know what happened after
Yeah.
that when we got back
Yeah.
to the hotel. I was like literally just out.
Yeah. Well, we had McDonald's and then he passed out.
No, we didn't.
Yeah. So anyway, that's our post gig thing. We did that at Stereophonics too. Because we're always, even though we had some food at the show, we're always starving
Yeah,
after the show.
guys, we didn't talk about this. Like the hellscape it was to leave.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my
Getting as much as getting in was easy.
Yeah. Getting out
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah.
Like we had to I walked through every terrain in sandals like the idiot that I am, like having worn those guys like it's gonna be nice out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine. These sandals are comfortable. No, so it shit poured rain
Mhm.
and then what did you call it? A clusterfuck of an
Yeah.
exodus getting
Yeah.
out. We basically walked in every terrain. So it was raining. So there were puddles everywhere and I stepped in basically every single puddle. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, this is terrible.
Yeah.
And then we walked through a piss field of grass.
Yeah.
There were people pissing everywhere and
Yeah.
the grass was like super high and there were like these hard weeds and I
Yeah.
was like stepping on them.
Yeah.
So then like there was that. And then once we like passed the grass,
Yeah.
we went on to like this pebble road. It was just like all pebbles and rocks. So I was like, oh man. And then like right after that, we entered like this mud road and it was all mud.
Yeah.
And I was like just looking at the people with the sneakers on. I was like,
Yeah. Quite the
um,
adventure
it was.
just to get out.
Yeah, and like I never felt dirtier.
Yeah.
Like immediately, like just like
Yeah.
took a shower
Immediate
at
shower.
the hotel. Yeah, and
Yeah.
like oh, when the show started, someone tossed a beer and
Right.
I got like covered in
Yeah, me
it,
too.
and I
Yeah.
was like, ugh.
Welcome to rock concerts.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
talking like I'm an old woman.
I know. Well, we are all much older than we used to
We
be.
are, and like that. I don't know. It was more tolerable at like a younger age to like whatever like
Mhm.
go through this stuff, but um it was worth it. It was worth
Yeah.
it. It was worth you getting like Sick.
Yeah, sick for 3 days.
Yeah.
Still not 100%, to be
No,
honest, but,
no.
we had to do these videos, so.
Yeah, you're a trooper.
Yeah, well, you took care of me for 3 days after the show, so there's that too. So, thankfully, Danielle was there to help me all through this, but, yeah, and then we got to the subway. It was, like, once we were, like, at the subway station, there was a little bit of a wait,
Yep.
a little bit of a line, but otherwise, it was fine.
Can I be honest? I don't know why I don't remember the subway ride back.
No, it's, like, a little bit of a blur.
It is a bit of a blur. Like at the end of the vlog when when like you put the camera on me and I was like, I'm so hungry. I
Yeah.
need food. I don't remember saying
No,
that.
well,
I don't
that's
remember that
such a
at all.
Danielle line after the show. I was the same, though. I was starving. I was starving,
It-
and then we had to wait at McDonald's, like, for, like, 30 minutes on Bloor Street,
yeah.
Yonge and Bloor to.
Really, they forgot about
Yes,
us.
they always forget about
Yeah,
us.
they always do.
Yeah, we got lots of bad McDonald's stories, even though we keep going back there. Anyways, has nothing to do with it. You know, what would be awesome if like McDonald's did like an Oasis Happy Meal with like cute little like Noel and Liam Gallagher.
And like
You know,
British flag, like little
well,
guitars.
like just like you do like kind of like just like this is like the Funko Liam and
Yeah,
Noel,
yeah, like
right?
like mini versions.
Yeah. So like,
These look like them.
yeah, they do.
They really look like them.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they look. This is like
Like the hair.
They definitely look cute. Noel
Yeah.
with his Union Jack guitar.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. Anyways, that's
Tangent.
a whole other thing. So, anyways, guys, that is our recap of the Oasis Live 25 reunion show. Sorry if we kind of blabbered on there for a little while, but we had a lot of fun, and we just wanted to do a little bit of a recap just about how the show was. It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
One of the best shows I've ever seen. Life changing. I'm still on a little bit of a come down with the show being over, and it's like it's Labor Day this weekend. It kind of feels like the end of summer. It's a little bit of a bummer because we were looking forward to this all year.
Totally. Like again, you guys know we got these tickets in October 2024. So literally since that day, it's been a countdown.
Yeah.
And it's been like the longest wait ever. Like every single week, we're like Oasis,
Yeah.
Oasis, Oasis.
Eventually.
Eventually, yeah. And just the fact that it happened, we went, we came, we saw.
Yeah.
We were in the same breathing space as like Noel and Liam. It was.
That's a joke, by the way. She does know it's Noel and Liam, but we've heard other people like on TV and stuff.
At
Like
me in the
we've
comments.
heard lots of people mispronounce Noel's name.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Yeah. It was just incredible and like it's a bragging right for me now.
Yeah, totally. You were there. It was awesome.
I was there. Except
Yeah.
I don't have every shade of like the Adidas shirts that
Yeah.
a lot of people likely just bought up so they could resell them.
Yep, I know.
afterwards.
That's okay. Next time. Anyways, guys, we had a great time. It was life-changing and it was amazing. So if you were in Toronto or any of the reunion shows, hop in the comments below. Let us know your thoughts of the Toronto show. Our vlog is up there on the channel right now. Our video at the Oasis Toronto pop-up shop is in there right now. So check out those videos as well. Make sure to toss us a like. We'd really appreciate that. Smash the subscribe button so you don't miss out on future Oasis videos here on the channel. And yeah, we'll see you guys again for another Oasis video or any video here on the channel. Until then, Danielle.
Rock on, everybody.